Hello and welcome to PDCI, where we are going to watch a game between the junior boys PDCI Blue Devils and the junior boys SFDCI Red Hawks. I'm your host, Matthew Fraser, and joined here today by my co-host, Ben Sproul.
That's me. I'm looking forward to a lovely game today, Matthew, aren't you?
Oh, that I am. The seniors just played with the PDCI team winning in 5 sets, 3-2. They came in and won 2 sets pretty handedly, and then a couple more sets that they lost, and then one that was fairly close. But for the most part, they played pretty well. A lot of balls hit the net, but for the most part, it was a good game. Very entertaining to watch, in my opinion. What do you think?
Very entertaining, I've got to agree, Matthew. That game was back and forth almost constantly. Bit too many balls into the net for my taste, but hopefully both these junior teams can bring it back to less balls into the net.
I agree. I'm quite excited to see what these teams have to offer us. Hopefully it will be just as entertaining as the seniors game, and hopefully maybe not as long. Currently the junior boys are hitting while the Smith Falls team shags the balls for them. So Ben, based on the game before, any predictions on how this one's gonna go?
Well, if last game is anything to go off of, PDCI would be winning. But from what we saw, both teams were very evenly matched. If the juniors are anything like the seniors, we'll see some sort of very
Back and forth. Back and forth. I think I agree with that. I mean, if the last game was any indication, this is going to be quite the game. But we shall see what the junior teams are able to give us as this game starts. We are just going through the warm-up right now. Hopefully the game will start not too long. Both teams getting in a huddle. Appears this game will soon be starting. Captains have gone in for the flip. I'm not quite sure who's won the draw, but we shall see soon who has the first serve. PDCI running through some last-minute instructions, it appears. They're hoping to win this game as quickly as they can. Well, then again, both teams would like to win this game as quickly as they can, I think.
I'm sure they would, Matthew. Taking an easy victory is, well, I guess, what most teams would aspire to.
I can't say I would disagree with that at all. PDCI is entering the court now. Red Hawks are joining them. We now wait for the ref. Linesman getting some last-minute instruction. Ref double-checking they know all the calls. The team's entering the court now. The Red Hawks will have their lineup checked first by the ref, making sure everyone is in order. PDCI will be checked next. And the ref does not seem to have any problems with the lineups. And this game is soon to get underway. You ready, Ben?
I've got to say, Matt, I am.
Well, I certainly know I am. Can't wait for this game to get started here. And started it soon shall be. Ref moving to her stadium, or podium, I should say. And Smith Falls will have the first serve. First serve of the first set in the game between the Smith Falls Red Hawks and the PDCI Blue Devils. Whistle's blown, first serve is a go. Short serve. PCI will get it up, volley to the back court, and that will be a central line violation by the Red Hawks. PDCI will take the first point. PDCI's first serve over the net, and miscommunication by the Red Hawks. They will let that ball drop, and Perth will win the point. Serve will go low of the net. Ben, this seems somewhat familiar, sadly.
It sadly does. Hopefully we'll have some more decisive games this time, but as Smith Falls goes up to serve, we've got a high pass. Oh!
They will not be able to get the tip. Oh, and net violation on PDCI. Red Hawks will get the point.
Red Hawks will get the point.
Good serve by Smith Falls. PDCI will hit it out and
Directly into the setup.
yep, right into our setup, hitting the computer. Sadly, thankfully, nothing was broken. PDCI with another serve. Or Smith Falls with the serve. PDCI will scramble to get the ball up. Tipped over. PDCI gets it up. Hit. Smith Falls will hit it out and lose the point. PDCI win the point. It is now 3-3. Good serve. Returned in one. PDCI get the ball up. Hit off the block and out. Perth will get the point. 4-3. Good serve. Smith Falls, bad pass, but they'll recover it. Just over the net. Returned in one. Smith Falls will volley it over. PDCI get it up. Volley to the backcourt. Volley back over the net. PDCI gets it up. Hit into the net. 4 touches by PDCI, and that will be a Smith Falls point. Serve will go into the net. PDCI will get the point. Well, at least for PDCI, both teams are getting the balls into the net again.
Yes, it does seem so. Unfortunately for us viewers, though.
Not very entertaining.
No, it's not.
Volleyed. Smith Falls will try and keep it up, and that will be called a lift. PDCI will take another point and a 2-point lead. Perth with the serve. Good serve, deep. Smith Falls will get it. They will not be able to get that ball up, and it will be another point for Perth. Perth with a nice serve. Bad pass again. But Smith Falls will recover and get it over the net. PDCI gets the ball up. Set. Hit. And in the court. Beautiful hit right to the back corner. That was hard to tell whether it was in or not, don't you agree?
I would have to agree. That was very close for calls, Matthew, but our lineman says so.
That is true, and we get the call. Good serve by PDCI. Smith Falls will get it up. Hit off the block. PDCI recovers. Hit of their own will go long of the court, and Smith Falls will get a point. PDCI still in the lead by 3 points here, 8-5. Good serve. And miscommunication by the Blue Devils. The Red Hawks will get in their point. Short serve into the net. PDCI will take a point back. Bit of a close game, but PDCI with a lead right now. Good serve. Smith Falls will get it up. Hit. Dig. Smith Falls gets it back up for another hit. Tipped over. The Blue Devils keep control of it. Roll shot. Just over the net. Miscommunication there, but Smith Falls will be able to get it over the net. Blue Devils free ball over. Smith Falls with the tip. Hit back down. Dig. And that will be a point for PDCI. A decent rally there, don't you think?
Oh, I'd have to say, that went back and forth, but PDCI will take it off of that misread dig.
That is true. Nice hit, misread dig, and PDCI gets the point. A hit will be long by Smith Falls, and PDCI will take another point, bringing their lead to 5. It is 11-6 for PDCI. Service. Put up by SF. Free ball over the net. Blue Devils get it up. Tip. Kept up. Hit back. And beyond the back line of the Blue Devils defense. Well, I've noticed a bit in both games that back row for the Perth team really likes to come up. And Smith Falls had a few points where they punished that. Can Smith Falls punish it again this game? Smith Falls will put the ball into the net. Score is 13-6. Smith Falls are leading in balls into the net this game, don't you think?
I'd have to say. So many balls into the net.
And that ball will be just wide of the court, and Smith Falls will take the point. Good serve. Blue Devils get it up. Hit. Dig. A misplay by the Red Hawks. Blue Devils get another point. Well, Ben, PDCI currently has double the points of Smith Falls. Do you think Smith Falls can come back?
Honestly, from what I saw last game, I'm going to have to say no.
Well, yes. If last game is any indication, PDCI will have this set. However, the Red Hawks did win the first set in the last game, and the Red Hawks still lost. So we will have to see how the rest of this game turns out. A deep serve by PDCI. Smith Falls will tip it into the net and not over. Blue Devils get another point. They now have a 9-point lead over the Red Hawks. They just need to continue playing the way they are, and they have this set in the bag. A good serve, returned in one. PDCI get the ball up, tipped over, into the open space, and the Red Hawks will not be able to get to the ball in time. 17-7 for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils serve. Good serve. And bad dig, and Smith Falls will give up another point. Good serve. Put up by Smith Falls. Tipped. PDCI gets it up. Hits. Light hit there, but got over the net. Smith Falls with a hit. Dig by PDCI. They will barely get that ball over the net, and that will be a net violation, and Smith Falls point for PDCI. Six more points needed for PDCI to take this first set. And a deep serve will go out. Well, Ben, Smith Falls will have to really pull together here if they want to come back. But I don't think there's much hope for them at this point.
I'd have to say I agree, Matt. The way PDCI is playing, I think this might be it for them this set.
I agree. A good tip, though, by Smith Falls. Good dig by PDCI. Another tip. A dig, but that will be a net violation. And that will be a point for Smith Falls. PDCI just needs to continue playing the way they are and take this first set. The ball is up. Hit! Off the block. Up again. PDCI puts the ball up. Hit. Smith Falls will keep it up. Hit by Smith Falls. PDCI digs it. Good hit. Kept up by Smith Falls. The Red Hawks will hit it over, get blocked! And PDCI will take their 20th point of the set, bringing them 1 point closer to the end of this set. PDCI serve. Deep ball. Smith Falls will get it. Tipped. And Smith Falls will not be able to get this up. Well, Ben, Smith Falls having a bit of trouble with their passing here. They can't seem to keep this ball up in the air for a hit, for good hits.
No, they cannot. If they can't get that under control, well, they have even slimmer a chance than I originally thought.
Yeah. Oh. A hit by PDCI will be blocked by the Red Hawks, but the Red Hawks will hit the net in doing so and give themselves a net violation. Thus, the point goes to the Blue Devils. A deep serve. Smith Falls gets it up. Hit off the block. Smith Falls gets it back up. Hit over the block. Tried to dig it, and PDCI could not control the ball. And Smith Falls will get another point. PDCI with a very large lead here, 22-10. A good serve. PDCI gets the ball up. Free ball. Bit of miscommunication, but they get it over. Hit off the block. Block him up, put it back over, and that was a good hit. Block just needed to be push it back over a bit more, but that was a good hit, don't you agree?
Oh, I'd have to say, phenomenal striking power there.
Very good power indeed. Oh, good tip, good block. Tipped again by Smith Falls. Tipped by PDCI. And that will be a point for PDCI on a lift call. The Blue Devils now need only 2 more points to take this first set. And they have a pretty large lead. A good serve. And another lift call on the Red Hawks from a bad pass. This is this point for the set now. 24-11. Good serve. Smith Falls will get it up. Miscommunication. And Smith Falls will put it into the net. PDCI taking the first set. Well, I must say, Ben, that wasn't as entertaining as I was hoping it would be. But PDCI took the win.
Yes, I'd have to agree, Matthew. Not as entertaining, lots more net than I would have liked, lots more miscommunication than I would have liked, but PDCI has taken the win.
That is true, and that's what we're here for, folks. Or at least any PDCI fans are here for. Smith Falls, I don't think, are here to celebrate PDCI winning. But you never know. Well, Ben, now that we've seen the first set, what do you think will be the second set? How do you think it'll go?
Well, it's hard to say. With the dominance that PDCI has shown so far, it's easy enough to think that they might continue to strive forward. But from what we saw last game with the Red Hawks, they sure can pull through in dire circumstances.
That is true. They did come back from that very large loss in the second set and win the third set very handily. So maybe they can do the same now. But if the PDCI continues playing the way they are, I think PDCI will have this in the second set and maybe the third as well.
I've got to agree, Matthew. PDCI is roaring on fire right now.
That they are. PDCI now returning to the court. And the Red Hawks going to join them. The ref is now going over the lines. First checking PDCI. And now they are checking the Smith Falls lines. PDCI is going to have first serve this match. And the ref going over to her podium. This game seems to be getting underway. Well, Ben, are you ready for the second set?
Oh, I'd have to say I am. Hopefully less net this time, I've got to say, Matthew.
Oh, I have to agree. I'm really hoping we have a close game here. I mean, I'd like for PDCI to win, obviously, but a close game is always entertaining to watch and commentate.
I'd have to agree. Commentating and watching purposes, close games are the best games.
Yes, they are. We shall see soon, it appears. I'm not quite sure what is the issue. Perhaps the scoreboard people are just double-checking the lines, making sure they're right. Hopefully we will get underway soon. The ref entering her podium, and this set is about to get underway. PDCI with the first serve. Deep serve. Off the Red Hawks player and out. The first point will go to PDCI. Smith Falls gets the ball up. Free ball. PDCI has it. Miscommunication, but they recover. Smith Falls gets the ball up. Set over the net. PDCI going for a hit. And that will be tipped, I believe. Yes, off the tip. And it will be a point for PDCI. PDCI serve. Deep again. Almost a lift there, but he kept it. And that hit will go wide. Good power on that hit.
Indeed, lots of power, but out.
That is true, and the point will go to PDCI. They will take a 3-point lead now, 3-0. Good serve. Smith Falls will get it up. Free ball over the net. PDCI, free ball of their own. Smith Falls get it close to the net, and that will be a net violation, and PDCI point for the Red Hawks. Smith Falls getting their first serve of the game. Short, just over the net. And that one will be a point for PDCI as the Red Hawks player went over the net and hit the ball. That's something you can't do. Serve will go into the net. I hope that's the last of those serves.
I'd have to agree. The game was pretty good so far, honestly.
Yeah, not too many into the net. First set was good. This set hopefully will be the same. And we will be proven wrong right away. Serve will go under the net, and PDCI will get the point, regaining their 3-point lead. Libero goes off. Deep serve. Smith Falls gets it up, and tipped over the net. PDCI gets it up. Hit. They cannot get the dig off, and that will be a point for PDCI. A good hit there.
Oh, yes. Very nice play by PDCI, getting that hit right in the center.
That's true, right between the defenders. Ball is up. Set. And hit into the net. That will be a point for PDCI. PDCI with the serve. And into the net. This is very reminiscent of the seniors game now.
I'd have to say, started out well, but now lots of net, lots of outs.
That is true. Hopefully these teams can pull it back. A good serve goes over the net. PDCI will try and dig it, but it will be a lift. And it looked like the player knew it was a lift as well. Score is 7-4 for the Blue Devils. Red Hawks serve. Short and into the net again. My goodness. We've had almost as many points from the ball going into the net as we've had points from everything else.
We really have, Matthew. We really have.
A good serve. Smith Falls will hit it up and will not be able to recover it. Point for the Blue Devils. The scoreboard team nearly getting hit by the ball there and almost getting ran into. Thankfully, they're safe for now. And serve goes back into the net. This is quite unfortunate. Ball after ball going into the net. Can SF change that? They can get it over the net. They sadly cannot get it in the court. PDCI taking another early lead. Do you think they'll keep it?
Well, with the consistency of outs from the Red Hawks, well, even from PDCI at this point, we may just see a PDCI win.
I have to agree. Hopefully PDCI will be able to pull together and stop getting serves in the net. If they do that, I think they pretty much have this set at this point. And Smith Falls will not be able to get the ball tipped over the net. PDCI taking another point. Smith Falls not putting on the same show as Blue Devils are. And that ball will be out off the hit. Smith Falls, they're struggling here. They need to pull together if they want to take this set and not lose the next one. A good serve. Tipped over. Tipped over by PDCI. The block will not go through.
Unfortunate block into the net there, and PDCI will take the point.
Yes, 14-5 for PDCI. Another large lead. Smith Falls gets the ball up. They try to recover it, but will not be able to get it in the court, and that will be out. This has been less of a game on who's doing better and more of a game on who's doing worse, in my opinion.
I'd have to agree with you, Matthew. 15-6 for PDCI here now, and Smith Falls is up to the serve.
Yes, they are. Good serve. PDCI will scramble and not be able to get that ball under control. It will go out off a Blue Devil player, and Smith Falls will take another point. Is this the start of their comeback?
It just might be.
A good serve, returned in one. Oh, and returned back in one. Tried to hit it right back over the net, but put it into the net, and that will be a Smith Falls point. 3 points in a row now. Good serve. That will be an ace as the Blue Devils player backed off of it, thinking that it had gone out. Another serve. Put up by PDCI. Put over. Smith Falls. A bad pass, and they will not be able to get that ball back over the net. And that will be a PDCI point. Well, Smith Falls took a couple points off PDCI's lead there, but not enough to come back, I don't think.
Not enough at all. If PDCI keeps this up, they've got a sure win here.
I agree, and a nice serve, and the set will be a two-touch, and the point will go to the Blue Devils. Another good serve, dig, but cannot control it. PDCI with a 9-point lead now. Smith Falls struggling here to stay in the game. PDCI are just handing it to them. A good serve again. That player, Red Hawks player, is not getting a break here. Every serve's gone to him. Oh, he will now. Smith Falls get the ball up, hit, and the block will hit it down on PDCI's side. Point for the Smith Falls.
Yep, Smith Falls back in the serving racket. Can Smith Falls turn this around, Matt? I really don't know.
I'm not sure either. I think if they... Oh, miscommunication and a bad hit there, and PDCI will lose the point. As I was saying, Smith Falls right now I don't think has much of a chance, but if they can pull together and get some nice plays off, I think they can come back, and the server will step over the line, and that will be a point for the Blue Devils. 20-11 for Blue. A good serve, deep off of the Red Hawks player and into the ceiling. Another point for PDCI.
Yeah, Matt, I really think this might be it for the Red Hawks.
It does seem that way. I wonder whether they'll be able to pull back in the third set. That serve will be long and go out. The Red Hawks taking a point back. It is currently 21-12 for PDCI. Deep serve. Just outside of the court. Blue Devils will get handed another point by Smith Falls. Deep serve. Good serve. Smith Falls gets the ball up, and a miscommunication will let the ball drop. 23-12. Blue Devils need only 2 more points. Good serve. dig, put back over the net. PDCI gets the ball up. And that will be a lift on the Blue Devils player. Did you see why what that call was for, Ben?
Well, the ref called lift, but personally, I don't know if I caught it.
Oh, there's an ace there by Smith Falls. PDCI once again thinking he was out. I believe the lift call was on the set. I believe he started from behind his head and threw it in front of him, which is a lift. A good serve. PDCI will not be able to control it, and Smith Falls will get another point. Is this the comeback they've been looking for?
It might just be. Doubtful, though, as PDCI still only needs 2 points to take it home this set.
That's very true. 23-15. They need to go 10-0 to come back. Oh, and Smith Falls trying to get a dig. And one of the Redhawks players taking a hard tumble there. Appears to be slightly hurt, but is continuing playing. A good serve, deep. Smith Falls will get the ball up. Hit over the net. PDCI gets it up. Hit. Wicked good hit, and that will be a point for PDCI. They will take this game 25-15. Ben, how do you think that set compared to the last one?
I think PDCI once again took that in an absolute smash.
Well, that last hit certainly said so. But both sets seeming pretty similar. PDCI taking a pretty large lead near the start of the set, not period, wrong sport. Near the start of the set, they took a pretty big lead, and they held it throughout the entire game. Smith Falls had a couple times where they had a few points that they got, but nothing too big, nothing to give them that comeback that they so desperately needed.
Yes, Matthew, never really enough to get the comeback they needed. But maybe this game will be their turnaround for them. We'll have to see in the next period.
That is true. We will have to see in the next set who will win. Personally, my predictions are on PDCI, just judging from those past 2 games. But from the senior game before, they showed that Smith Falls was capable of turning this game around and taking a set after losing so badly. So I'm very curious to see how this third set, I should say, will go. Neither side has returned to the court yet. And this is taking a bit longer than normal, I believe. But I don't know. What do you think, Ben? Is it longer?
Yes, it does seem to be taking a bit longer than normal, Matthew. Maybe they're taking the time to coordinate plans.
I certainly hope so, especially for Smith Falls, because they seem to me needing a plan to come back here. PDCI just needs to continue doing what they're doing, and I think they'll have this third set. But Smith Falls, you never know. Maybe they can come back and take this third set. Both teams returning to the court now. Ref going to check the lineups for the Redhawks first. Serve will be for the Redhawks. Ref has entered her podium, and this game is about to start. Smith Falls serve. Good serve. PDCI will get it up. Hit. Dig and off the ceiling. PDCI will take the first point off a nice hit. Well, Smith Falls nearly getting the block there and almost keeping it up. Do you think that's a sign that maybe their longer break during sets is a sign that they'll come back?
Well, with that fumble, I don't know, Matt.
Well, yes, that was certainly the fumble. PCI taking another point, and they will get a deep serve here. Smith Falls will get it up over the net. And miscommunication. PDCI diving for the ball, but couldn't get it up. Smith Falls will take the point. Serve will go into the net for Smith Falls. PCI taking another point. Score is currently 3-1. Libero going off. And a bit of confusion here on the rotation for the Blue Devils. And Blue Devils will get a rotation check, making sure they're in proper rotation. And server is proper, and the game will continue. PDCI serve, deep serve. Smith Falls gets it up. And no one will get there for that third hit, and PDCI will take the point. Deep serve. That one will go out. And Smith Falls taking their second point. A good serve by Smith Falls. PDCI will get it up. The hit off the block. And net violation on Smith Falls. They got the block, but hit the net while doing it. PDCI serve. Good serve. Smith Falls gets it up. Tipped down by PDCI. And they will get the point. A nice tip down there by the Blue Devil player. Not letting Smith Falls get the ball over the net. And service goes into the net and off of the face of the Blue Devils player, though he seems unfazed by it. Smith Falls serve. Short serve. Another ball into the net, Ben.
Another ball indeed.
PDCI serve after that missed serve by Smith Falls. They'll get the ball over the net. And Smith Falls will get the ball over with a free ball. PDCI gets it up. Hit will go long of the court and out. Right idea there, just couldn't keep it in the court.
No, they could not. Went for the spike, and it went long.
Very long and out. So Smith Falls will get the serve and the point. Another hit. And that one will go under the net. I think he tried to correct a bit too much on that one.
He definitely did. Tried the opposite of that too long, and it went too short.
Much too short. Smith Falls will take another point. They will get that ball over the net. And they will hit that ball long. Smith Falls will keep it in. And they will not be able to get the ball over the net. Blue Devils will take the point. Score is 8-5 for the Blue Devils. A bit less of a lead than they had in their first two sets, but still a lead. And hit will go into the net. Well, Ben, do you think Smith Falls is doing any better this set?
Slightly better, as evidenced by the score of 9-5 for PDCI, but it does seem that they are failing from a lot of their previous weaknesses.
That is true. Their passing off the serve is not great tonight, and they've put a lot of balls into the net. Can they turn it around is the question. A good serve by PDCI. Smith Falls will get the ball up. Miscommunication, and Smith Falls will let that ball drop. PDCI taking the point. Good serve, short, but Smith Falls will get it up. Hit over the net. PDCI gets it up. Hit by PDCI. Smith Falls gets it up. Hit by Smith Falls. Hit by PDCI will go just long and out. Smith Falls will take another point off a mishit. And Smith Falls serve. That will go wide of the court and out. PDCI taking another point back. Well, Ben, do you think there's hope for a comeback here?
Well, from what we just showed, Matthew, I don't really think so. From what's been shown from each of the Red Hawks' previous games, even when they get that advantage, they lose it just as soon.
It appears so. They get another point from a long serve, and PDCI will get the hit. Returned in one. PDCI setting up another hit. Block, and that will be a lift by the Red Hawks player. And PDCI gets the point in the serve. Good serve, just over the net. And would you say that was lucky, Ben?
I would say that was lucky.
I must say I agree. That was very close to going into the net, but he got it over. He gets that one over much better. A tip by the Red Hawks, and they'll get the point. Score is 14-8 for PDCI. They can't seem to pull away anymore, but they still have a good lead over Smith Falls. A good serve. PDCI will keep it, and that will be a lift call on PDCI. Pretty clear call on that one.
I'd have to say, lifted it right up.
Got it over the net, just not legally. A good serve again. That will go just long of the court, very close. The linesman would call it out. I couldn't tell from here, but it sure looked out to me. PDCI will get the serve. That ball will go long. That ball was much clearer than the other hit. Very clearly out and very clearly SF's point. Another ball long. Another easy call. PDCI will take a point back. Good serve. Free ball over the net. Hit. And that will go wide of the court. And the Red Hawks will take another point.
Too many easy serves this game, Matt. Too many.
Yes, it does appear that where last game we had serves into the net, now we have serves past the court. So it'll be interesting to see if that continues, and that will be a net violation on the Blue Devils, hitting the net on the block, even though they got the dig up off that hit. Red Hawks brought the lead down to 4. Can they lower it even more? Easy serve, put up by PDCI, hit, or tipped over. Smith Falls will put that one into the ceiling. A good serve. Good hit, deep off the Blue Devils player, and that one will go out. Smith Falls will get a point. Smith Falls fighting hard here to try and come back. I think if any game they were going to come back, I think this set would be the set they come back in. Would you agree?
I'd have to say, Matthew, they are fighting ferociously right now. 17-14 for PDCI. The Blackhawks, the Red Hawks, might just have a chance.
Still thinking about Chicago?
A little bit, yes.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. A good dig by Smith Falls. Hit into the net. Smith Falls struggling to get good plays over the net this game. And I think that's been their biggest weakness. PDCI serve. A good dig. Smith Falls with a hit. And net violation on Smith Falls. PDCI will get the point.
All right. PDCI was a serve. Oh, just over the net there. It was a good dig by Smith Falls. Free ball. Oh!
That one goes back into the net. Sorry to cut you off there, Ben, but
Oh, it happens, Matthew. You know, we're both pretty new to this, to be fair.
that is true. Here comes the serve. A good serve. And that will be a lift. Grab the ball and put it back in. A valiant effort to try and keep that ball in play, but not one that will work. PDCI serve, and that will go short. Well, PDCI have taken back their 6-point lead. They currently lead 21-15. The Redhawks need to make a comeback now if they have any hope of winning this. PDCI with a hit. Oh, back into the net. Quite unfortunate. Smith Falls will take another point. Serve will go wide of the court. PDCI will regain the point that they just lost. A good serve. Smith Falls gets it up. Hit. Dig by PDCI, but they can't control it, and it will go out off of the Blue Devils player. The Red Hawks taking a point there with a nice hit. If they keep that up, I think they might have a chance, but they haven't shown to be able to keep those hits up. Good serve. PDCI gets it up, tipped over, returned in one. Hit. Block will not go through. PDCI will get the point.
All they have to do now, man, is get those 2 points. If they keep doing what they're doing, it's a surefire win for PDCI. But the Redhawks do still have a chance.
That is true. They have a very slim chance. If they can control their passing and get some hits over the net, I think they might be able to come back. A long hit by PDCI. That will hit the back wall of the gym, and it will be a point for the Redhawks. Score is now 23-18. Redhawks need to go 7-0 if they want to win. And that serve will go into the top of the net. Very close, but still in the net. And 1 point, and PDCI will take the win in 3 sets. A good serve. And Smith Falls will not be able to return it. That is the 3rd set of the game, 25-18. PDCI will take the game in 3 sets over the Smith Falls Redhawks. Ben, any thoughts on the game?
I thought both teams played well. Unfortunately, a bit too many net balls and easy calls for me, but overall, entertaining when it was.
Yes, the teams are applauding each other now for a good game. PDCI, I think PDCI won that just because they kept playing consistently. There's nothing too special I saw about that game, but they managed to keep their cool and keep playing strong, and Redhawks just couldn't pull together to take it back. Well, I've been your host, Matthew Fraser. I've been joined by my friend, Ben Sproul.
Happy to cast.
And this has been quite the interesting day. PDCI will win both games, the seniors taking the first game in 5 sets, 3-2 in a well-fought game, and the PDCI Blue Devils juniors will win in a handily won 3-set match against the Redhawks. I hope you all have a fabulous evening, and good night.